Hello, welcome viewers. And myself, June and Pani, we are back with yet another episode on storytelling. And if you remember, if you have watched our previous video where I had narrated a story and I spoke about how to modulate your voice and how to be dramatic when you are narrating a story. And storytelling is just not for the young learners. This is one art which appeals to all the age group. So this episode, Pani would be narrating a story to us, and this video does have a connection to our previous video because Pani will be narrating, as in he will be playing a role of a teacher. Of course, he is an aspiring teacher, where he would be delivering and would be showcasing how much he has learned and how well he is being able to deliver a story, okay, with full, let's say, with the full drama and voice modulation. And after that, I'm going to share a few points on how to make your storytelling an effective one. So, Pani, are you ready with your story? I can see there is an amazing short story about life. And yes, this reminds me that we have chosen a story which is based on, a moral value, because our previous video was also on a story. It was a lion and the rabbit, and it had a moral value. So we have particularly decided, and this is an advice that teachers, of course, you can always narrate different kind of stories, but definitely if you pick the stories which has strong moral values, that's very, very important for the young learners, and they are fantastic way to actually inculcate value system views, and as well as you can teach many things through that story. So the backdrop is the moral, a story with a moral. Yes, so Funny, are we ready?
Yes, hello, all the aspiring teachers. I'm gonna narrate a short story for you. Hope you like it, and please leave your comments below. Okay, it's an amazing short story about life. One day, a rich dad took his son on a trip to a village. He wanted to show him how poor someone can be. They spent time in a farm of a poor family. On their return from the trip, the father asked his son, "How was the trip, son?" And the son replied, "It was great, Dad." "Did you see how poor people live?" the father asked. "Oh, yes," said the son. "So, tell me, what did you learn from the trip?" asked the dad. The son answered, "We have only one dog. They have four. We have only a pool. They have rivers. We have electric lights at night. They have stars. We buy food. They grow theirs. We have walls to protect us. They have friends. We have televisions. They have time with friends and family." The boy's father was speechless. Then his son added, "Thanks, Dad, for showing me how poor we are." Moral of the story: it's not money that makes us rich, it's simplicity, love, compassion, friendship, values, and family that makes us rich.
Wow, well done. Really well done.
Oh, yes.
So, Bunny, I would like to ask you a question before we proceed further. So, what do you feel? Do you think you missed out something, or do you think that it was enough whatever you did? Or do you feel that there are areas where you still have to work on?
Oh, yes. When I was narrating, I missed out to imitate the voices of the son, a childish
But I,
voice
I,
as
but I
such.
felt that it was fairly okay because you did, pretend to be a dad, and you made your voice slightly heavier than the usual, and the son's voice was okay the way you said. But other than that, is there something that you noticed? while you were narrating the story, or that something that you were aware of?
I think our viewers should write that in the comments below.
Yes, of course. However, I would like to go ahead with the story one more time. Okay, so I will be doing the narration now, and Funny, probably you can tell me where did you see any, if at all, if there was a difference, or was it the same? Okay,
All
all
right.
right. So can you
Let's
just move few slides back? Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. Right.
Here you go, viewers.
Yes. Okay, viewers. So you can, quickly check the difference. So this is an amazing short story about life. So what is it? So our story has two characters. There is a father and a son, and he is supposed to be a rich father. So here we go. One day, a rich dad took his son on a trip to a village. He wanted to show him how poor someone can be. They spent time on a farm of a poor family. On their return from the trip, the father asked his son, "How was the trip?" And the son said, "Oh, it was great, Dad." The father said, "Did you see how poor people live?" The father asked. "Oh, yes," said the son. "So tell me, what did you learn from the trip?" asked the dad. And the son answered, "We have one dog. They have four. We have a pool. They have rivers. We have electric lights at night. They have stars. We buy food. They grow theirs. We have walls to protect us. They have friends. They have televisions. They spend time with friends and family. The boy's father was speechless. Then his son added, "Thanks, Dad, for showing me how poor we are." The moral of the story. So, what did we learn? You see, it's not money that makes us rich. Of course, money is important. But what will make you rich truly in your truest sense is how simple you are. So it's the simplicity, it's the love that you share, the compassion that we all have for each other, friendship, value system, and family. So to be one in a family that makes us rich. Okay, so Funny, what do you have to say? Is there something that you noticed?
Oh, yes, there were two major differences. One is with the
Oh, it's a major. Okay.
so one was
One.
the word stress, and the second one
Mm-hmm.
was expressions in the face.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I would like to start with the stress. That's exactly, please understand, viewers, that English is a stress language. So you will have to know exactly where you want to put a stress, because with a stress, I know on a word, the meaning can change. And here, let's say when you're highlighting that the father wanted to show the son how poor people live. So you have to stress on the word poor. Okay. And when the son was actually describing his experience, so each of those, words about that they had four dogs. So see, those are the words that you need to highlight. So there will be more stress and enunciation, because I noticed, like Funny, for example, the word FOOD. So it is food. So the letter F has the phonetic sound, and there is O and O. So it has the long vowel oo. So it will not be food. It is food, right? So each and of those words are very, very important. So that is one. Secondly, yes, your facial expression, because it is just not about listening, even if you have pictures, illustrations, or powerpoints, but your facial expressions do matter. And that's precisely, even when I take online classes and I'm doing classes on storytelling, my trainees would tell me the same thing, that June, it was so amazing, but we would love to see you, because I focus on the PowerPoint, right? My face is like not visible when you're taking a course on webinar. Here in Zoom, we can still see the face, but they all say, no, we want to see your face, because with all that expression, we really want to see how you look. And those animated expression actually holds your attention, and that's what actually creates that environment, like different mood and different emotion will have different expression. So yes, on that note, I would like to quickly share some points with our viewers. So let's just move ahead with our PowerPoint. Now, we have chosen fables, and with fables, we are particularly, trying to focus and suggesting the teachers to use these stories for storytelling to begin with, because a short story, which teaches a lesson and conveys a moral. That's what a fable is. And moral stories, it serves a very useful platform to educate children. But however, I would like to also make a note, add a point that you may use this with adult learner also. If there is something that you want to highlight, you can always do that. And yes, so storytelling is one medium, right, where you can teach the children, your students, about life, because the engaging narratives, that's why we say engaging narrative and not just narration, because that captivates the young children's attention. However, I would say it will captivate all the age group and not just young learners. Now, things to do while you are narrating. Okay, very simple points. First, use actions and exhibit a positive and a happy body language. Okay, if you want to use hands, you want to show this is big, something small, counting like 1, 2, 3, like happy. So use your body language, please, because it's the action that we see first. And if you are teaching language learners in particularly, they will first see your action, then they will associate with the word that you have narrated. So your body language plays one of the most important point, because most teachers feel that a storytelling, I can just take grab a book and I can just narrate, and that's it. But that's not what it is. It's much more. Read quotes of different characters. So when you have different characters, please try and make different voices. I'm not saying that all of you, are stage artists, but I'm sure you can practice enough before you go and deliver in your classroom, and ensure that if you can make your students laugh, if the story has any such characters. And yes, storytelling is not just about while you're teaching in the classrooms, but you can pick your moments. If you are a parent, you can do that during the bedtime, even if when you are taking your children, for a long drive or a journey. So while traveling, while spending time, you can just do the storytelling narration, and they love it. And storytelling is one way where you start inculcating the habit, of or should I say that you start inducing the curiosity to read the book. So that's how one develops the interest of reading books. So that's that. And well, lastly, these are some of the morals in society where you can choose a story based on these morals, like always tell the truth, do not destroy property, have courage, keep your promises, do not cheat, treat others as you want to be treated, do not judge, be dependable. I think these are all amazing, fantastic way of bringing this in the classroom, because you need all of this in the classroom. It's also a part of a classroom management. So, yeah, so that is all for today. And I hope, viewers, that whatever little we shared and the tips provided to you based on storytelling and how to go about with the narration, the kind of stories you must use, where to emphasize and where to stress, and how to change voices. I hope it really served you a good purpose, and you can, start being one of an effective storyteller soon. So that will be all for today until we come back with our next video soon and with more and more information. So, Pani, is there something that you would like to share?
That was a very informative video. I, along with all the viewers and aspiring teachers watching this, will definitely practice all the points that you said.
Wonderful. Okay, viewers, thank you for joining us. And hey, please, if you have not subscribed, please kindly subscribe to our channel and click on that bell icon so that we can help you more and more. Leave your valuable comments, suggest us more topics and ideas so that we can help you better. And that will help us to actually help you to change so many minds out there, and to be able to touch their hearts, and leading many such young minds to a greater transformations in life. So thank you, viewers, thank you for joining us, and we'll come back soon again.